In this video, we're going to talk about the generator operation and power outlets that are located throughout the floor plan. There's several power outlets for you to use. However, they're not always obvious where they're located. This one is an example of an obvious one. Over here is an example of one that is not so obvious. It's actually located underneath the cabinetry. So you do have to look around for them. They are there, but sometimes you have to look where places where you wouldn't normally look in your house. Steve is now going to talk to you about operating the generator.
Yep, so if you're somewhere where you don't have power, the way that you provide power to your motorhome is via the onboard generator, which is controlled, as you can see on the top section here of the control panel. So to start the generator, what you do is you actually press stop for a few seconds, usually 8 or 10 seconds or so. That primes the fuel, and then you press and hold the start button, which is on the left side here, for a few seconds until the generator starts up. Once the generator is running, then you have power to your coach. You can run your more intensive appliances like your microwave, air conditioner, outlets, etc. When you're done using your generator, you'll press and hold the stop button until the generator shuts off. And then you'll always want to make sure that your cord, when you unplug from the campground, is plugged back into the outlet, which we will step outside now and show you that.
And one other thing about turning the generator off is when you press the stop button, the generator needs to come to a complete silent stop. And correct me if I'm wrong, Steve, but there needs to be a certain amount of fuel in the motorhome in order to run the generator.
That's right, yeah. So the way the generator is fueled is via the main onboard fuel tank, and the draw for that is a quarter way up the tank. So you essentially have to have at least a quarter tank of gas to run the generator.
Okay, so let's go ahead and walk out here because this is important. We get a lot of calls from customers that don't have power in some capacity after leaving a campground. And the reason why is because when they unplug from campground power, they need to reconnect into the actual coach itself, which is located in an outside compartment.